John, where are we going?
What? We're going to the High Hall murder, remember? A nice big murder case, just like you like.
The exit to go to Halsham, we just passed it. And we're not going to a murder case, we never were.
Fine, you caught me. There is no murder case.
Shocker.
I outsmarted you, didn't I? For once I was cleverer than the consulting detective.
No.
Oh, come on. Don't be such a sore loser.
Oh, please. I knew this wasn't a murder. I never take clients to the phone. You did, and I let you. I assure you, John, my intellect still far exceeds yours. You can at least take solace in that.
And if you knew I was lying about the murder case...
Why did I get in the cab? Well, Mycroft called. He said he had a special case for me. He said it was of national importance. It sounded boring. I need to get out of the flat, away from Baker Street. Then, of course, you waltz in with your fancy murder case. I could tell you're lying, of course, but I decided to play along. It was obvious, really. I gave too much detail about the case. The Duke of High Hall mysteriously disappeared with blood staining on his bed, and not the floor leading up to the window that was forced open. The door was untouched, locked, no less than 2 deadbolts, and the body was nowhere to be found. Only lies have detail. I could have called my own cab to avoid Mycroft, but there you were, with the cab waiting to go. The only thing I don't know now, and don't really care about for that matter, is where we're actually going.
Well, we're going to...
No, we're not. No more lies.
We're going to something much more exciting and rewarding than a murder. A party.
I said no more lies.
My old friend Reynolds from the war just came back from Afghanistan. He's having a get-together of sorts with my old war friends.
Oh, that's much more exciting than a murder.
Really?
No, John, this is as trivial as it is boring. Did you really take me away from my work for this? I expected better of you. No offense.
How could I take offense to that? Sherlock, listen. It's just a simple get-together. We're gonna sit down, talk for a little bit, and we'll leave. Can't we just have a nice time for once?
You trapped me in an hour-long cab ride so that we could attend some worthless party with your war pals? No, I'm leaving the second we get there.
Fine. Suit yourself.
Trapped in a cab with a cabbie who barely knows how to take a shower.
He doesn't mean that. He's just not comfortable.
Yes, I do. Try using soap next time, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
I'm sorry. He doesn't get out much.
Neither does our cabbie. Look at his right hand. It's trembling. Carpal tunnel. If both his hands were shaking, it could be something else, but it's his right hand, most likely his dominant hand. Carpal tunnel shows up in dominant hands first. Probably worked in construction for a while, probably worked with a jackhammer, but construction contracts only last so long, and he needs some job to pay for his tramp of a wife, so here he is, working as a cabbie.
Sherlock! That's enough!
It's not my fault she's sleeping with other men.
How could you possibly know that?
Smell, John. Who wouldn't sleep with other men when that's how your husband smells?
Greenfield, get over here, it's Johnny!
Actually, it's just John now.
Johnny boy!
Just John now, thanks. How you been?
Good. The 5th Northumberland Fusiliers are back together again. So, Johnny, I forget, how long were you over in Afghanistan? All I know is you got discharged before us for that shoulder of yours. Must have went through a ton of therapy for that, I imagine.
Yes, yeah, a bunch of therapy. And a cane for a bit. How long were you over there for?
3 years, Johnny.
Honestly, it's just John now.
Johnny, you remember my little brother Mike, right? Mike, get over here.
Of course, good to see you, Mike. John, how long has it been?
2.5 years in Afghanistan, mate.
3 for Ricky, and believe me, he never lets me forget it.
It was not 2.5 years. It was more like 2 years and 1 month.
How many times have I tell you, Rick? Intensive special service training. You were just a soldier.
Easy, boys, easy.
What about Major Sholto? Is he...
Nah, Johnny, he's not. You know how isolated he likes to be. It's pretty sad.
How's civilian life treating you?
Well, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. I've been working at a hospital a bit.
Still the doctor, are you?
Yes, actually,
I was talking to Davidson earlier. He's still the best storyteller. He was telling me about how he recently got married to his old girlfriend's sister. She's a looker too, man. He's lucky. What about you? Women in your lives?
No such luck for me right now.
Still seeing Gracie.
Oh, the nurse. She's a sweetheart. Couldn't make it today?
No, she couldn't. She's not feeling too well. We had fish last night. I feel fine, but she's not. It's funny though. She's a nurse and she ends up getting sick from fish. What about you?
I've been dating a bit, not seeing anyone right now. Can't seem to get too far past a first date, but who knows?
Who's your friend, Johnny?
It's John.
Your friend's name is John?
No, forget about it. Just give me one moment, all right? Just say hi, okay? How can you be this antisocial? Just come on.
Rick Reynolds, a pleasure. And you are?
Just leaving.
Maybe you shouldn't have called the cabbie a smelly oaf who needs a shower.
So you have a name?
Calling another cab.
Sherlock, why don't you just stay for a bit?
Not going to waste my time with your insignificant war friends who quite predictably just sit back and talk about the old days, and with each drink their throwback stories become more and more heroic until eventually they're a part of the British Special Forces, and with each exaggeration, everyone's just having a merry old...
Who's dead?
Good God. What?
What's going on? The name's Sherlock Holmes, and I'll be staying.
Staying now, are we? That's what it takes to get you to enjoy a party.
Well, it's not the only thing, but yes.
It was little Roger Davidson. He's dead! Why would the old chap just end his life like this?
He wouldn't. Out of the way.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Sherlock Holmes, the world's greatest and only consulting detective.
If you're the only one, doesn't that automatically make you the best?
If there were others, I assure you they would pale in comparison.
What? Where's your badge then?
I don't need a badge, nor do I want one. But if you want a show... You were up very late last night. Oh, playing the scratch cards, no doubt about it. You're also intoxicated and you slept in your clothing. You overslept, and when you woke up, you rushed here, having no time to change your clothes from yesterday. Now, if you would, sir, please back away from the body so I'm more properly inspected.
The nerve!
Is any of what he said true, Bishop?
Well, I was drinking a little bit, but I wasn't gambling, and I certainly changed my clothes, thank you very much.
Nope.
Sherlock.
You cringe a bit every time you turn toward the sun, or any time anyone says anything slightly louder than a conversational tone. You have a bad headache. Either you suffer from frequent migraines, or you're a bit hungover from last night. Since you're a young man, relatively good health, probability points to the latter. And there is an alcohol stain on your pants and lower shirt. Only alcoholics drink in the morning, and you're quite clearly not an alcoholic, so those clothes are from last night.
Now, well, yeah, how'd you know the scratch cards were a bad habit?
Because you did it while you were intoxicated, and I doubt anyone would call it a good habit.
And how'd you know I rushed here?
You came in your clothes from last night. If you had time, you would have changed. You didn't change, so you didn't have time, so you were late, so you rushed here. Nobody else? Really?
Say, how did you do the...
I'm working now, please. Shut up, all of you. You there, the heavy breather. If you could just take 3 steps out, they'd be so helpful. Thank you. What was he doing before he died?
We were just having a drink, him and me. Then he fell and stumbled, and then he was dead.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would the chap just kill himself like this?
He wouldn't. Oh, isn't it obvious yet? Nobody. Anybody. If the man wanted to go and commit suicide, he would have gone inside and done it in the washroom. But this was a show. A demonstration. Benzodiazepines and or opioids, possibly some anesthetics, traces of formaldehyde.
So?
So, people who commit suicide kill themselves because they want to end their pain. They wouldn't use formaldehyde, too needlessly painful. They'd want cyanide, not formaldehyde. And the traces were too small anyway.
So someone killed him?
No, as I just said, not enough formaldehyde. However, the benzodiazepines and opioids were enough to knock him out quickly. It's a drug-induced coma.
Thank God.
Now, come on, don't just take his word for it.
The hair on his neck, it's standing on end, product of touching the deck. The dead do not get goose flesh until rigor mortis sets in.
So he's not dead. That's a relief.
Then who did this?
What are you all looking at? Are you all dumb? How the hell could it have been me?
You were the only one here with him. Did you see anything?
You probably want his wife, don't you? You two used to date and now you want her back, is that what it is?
Come off it, Greenfield. I wouldn't do this to anyone, especially not Davidson. Besides, it's you who's got your eyes on her bosom every time she comes around.
Please, Greenfield, relax a bit. We need to call the police, all right?
That will waste your time as well as mine. The police are not needed.
Sherlock.
Mr. Holmes, please. A man is unconscious, possibly dying. This is the time to call the police.
No, the culprit is one of us, here. Scotland Yard would only give him a chance to escape, assuming that they'd even be able to solve this at all. An assumption that, as an experienced professional, I will not sully myself by making. I'll find our killer.
Killer? Why call him a killer? Davidson's just drugged up, isn't he? Didn't you just say that? Didn't he just say that?
Yes, he's not dead, but tell me, what goal could be served by simple incapacitation? Do you think our man was intent on a slumber party? No. Our killer will kill when he's ready. Any other obvious and annoying questions? Good. Stay. John, a word. Tell me about each of them.
What? Sherlock, don't play this game with
Just do it.
Okay, right. Well, Rick Reynolds is the host of the party. He served in the war for 3 years and just got back. He's sort of a show-off, arrogant, but he's reliable when you need him to be. His younger brother, Mike Reynolds, wasn't over fighting as long as Rick. Mike was in textiles before the war. Then he was a writer after. His first book was great, I read it. Unfortunately, he could never write anything that good afterwards. Bishop used to be an attorney before the war. He might still dabble in law, I don't know. Quick to anger, but he is usually an understanding sort of man. Had a bit of a gambling problem, but looks like you figured that out. Greenfield can be annoying, but you get used to him. He used to be a cook of some kind, I think. He doesn't really talk about anything except his tour. He's secretive in that sort of way. Never talks about his civilian life. Davidson, the man who's, well, he was good friends with Greenfield. During the war, anyway. He's quiet and soft-spoken, but he's funny if you ever take the time to listen to him. Then there's Smith, the hard-nosed social worker.
Which one's Smith? Only 5 men here.
Oh, well, Smith was invited. I guess he's not here yet. He's always very serious when it comes to his job, but otherwise he's pretty laid back.
Is that it then?
Yeah?
Good. Very good.
Was that any help?
Yes, yes. It didn't have anything of actual importance, but, you know, especially about a man who isn't actually here. I'm sure I could scrape something from it. Thank you all for waiting. You've been an absolute delight. If you wouldn't mind moving inside so I can get to work. Enjoy the party or something. Isn't that what you'd normally do?
What'd you make us stand out here for?
Well, it kept you quiet for one thing.
You can't be serious. Someone's trying to kill us here.
Yes, tragic. I care so much. Now, please, move along so I can get to work.
Sherlock, didn't you say one of the partygoers here was the murderer?
Yes, very observant, John.
And you don't think it might be, I don't know, unwise to give him the perfect opportunity to try again?
No, I'm not going to give him the chance.
You're not? Then what are you doing exactly? Because I, for one, have no idea.
I'm not going to give him the chance because I'm sending in you with them.
Sorry, me?
Yep. Thanks, Johnny.
No, that is not catching on.
So what then? We all just sit around staring at each other, waiting to find out who's trying to kill his best friends.
Seems that way.
Sherlock just needs a little bit more time to look at the body. It won't take long, I can assure you of that.
So your friend, Sherlock, he does this for a living then?
Yes. I trust him with my life.
You're always the one who trusts you, Johnny boy.
John. Just John. Thanks. Anything?
Nothing, no dust marks, no signs, no nothing. There's always something. What am I missing?
Are you done with Davidson now? We can't just leave him sitting out there.
Come on, Mike, let's bring him upstairs.
So you solve crimes for a living then?
Yes.
So why is it taking you so long to solve this one?
I'm not done yet.
So how long do you think this will take?
Well, usually depends on how smart our killer is, and looking at our suspects shouldn't take very long.
Sherlock. Hey, what do you mean by that?
Hey, don't insult Rick, Mr. Holmes. He's the most smart strategist I know.
Smartest. Most smart makes you sound even more dull than you actually are. Unless, of course, you are actually that dull.
He's joking. He's joking. That's Sherlock for you. The jokes just keep on coming.
I don't understand. Was I funny?
No, Sherlock. No, you weren't.
Hey, that must be Smithy. Here he is.
Smithy? God, that would be a good face to see right about now.
Hey, look at you, sorry lord. Thought you'd be happier to see me. You look as if someone's died. What?
Well, I hate to tell you, Smith, but someone has died. Almost.
What? Is this a joke?
Davidson. And the detective man who's here with Johnny says that one of us is the killer.
I probably should be going then.
No, you stay. You're a suspect too. And he's not dead yet. He's incapacitated in a coma. It's a simple difference, and I won't say it again.
Oh, all right then. I brought a friend along. Didn't expect all this, of course.
Who's your...
Hello, everybody. Sorry, is something wrong?
There has been an attempted murder. I know that might need some more explanation, but who are you?
Jim Moriarty. Smith and I are good friends. He brought me here to see all of you. Sorry about whatever's happening here.
Why are you here?
I just said, Smith and I are good friends. Have we met?
No.
Jim, this is Greenfield.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Moriarty.
John Watson.
Hello.
And,
Sherlock Holmes. Pleasure.
and Mike Reynolds.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
And his
Indeed.
brother, Rick Reynolds.
Hello.
Hey, Jim, was it? Thanks for coming, even though, well, obviously the circumstances could be better.
Oh, of course, but the police are on their way, no?
Well, actually, Johnny's friend here is a private
Consulting detective.
and he's looking into it.
Right, and Davidson is apparently in a coma. Hey, wasn't Bishop invited?
Well, yeah, he's...
Bishop?
Bishop? Where's Bishop?
Sherlock, shouldn't we tell them who Moriarty is? A bomber, a criminal, a terrorist?
They wouldn't believe us. It'd be our word against his. Right now, his word's being backed against your friend Smith's.
I don't know what's going on with him, but they're not friends. He must have a friend hostage or a girlfriend. I don't know, but Sherlock...
No, your friend showed no signs of stress, other than the introductions, which are notably stiff. Frequent eye contact with Moriarty suggests he's looking to him for cues. Either he's Moriarty's son, or that he knows something that we don't. Of course, he really should have chosen his accomplices more carefully.
Wait, Smith or...
Moriarty.
Right.
Oh my. What kind of party is this?
A terrible one, I'm afraid.
Shouldn't we call the police?
I have everything under control here, thank you.
Oh yes, that's what it looks like.
Johnny! Johnny, you're a doctor. Fix him! Fix him right now, I don't want me next.
Move.
There's been an injection in his neck.
A murder. No. Drug-induced coma. Again. It was done in the confusion of Smith arriving. I want everyone upstairs, now.
We'll put this guy in charge.
Hold on, this is the second time. We have to call the police. We need help.
No, calling the police would only get in the way. And you still doubt my intellect? You are very late last night, probably not asleep at all. You close your eyes for an average of 1.5 seconds whenever you need to blink, which is twice the rate of a normal person. The average blink lasts no longer than a few hundred milliseconds. You're tired. You were working very late last night on a paper or report of some sort, and your hands are cramping from excessive typing on the keyboard, which you indicate by flexing your wrist 4 times a minute. You don't pry for information from people, so you're not intrusive. So you're not a reporter, you're an author, a writer. You fidget every time you close your eyes, so you're probably thinking about what you were writing last night. That makes it a memoir or a novel. That, or you had a deadline to meet. Either way, it would make you a career writer. You had orange juice this morning with toast and jam. Messy eater. Your clothes tell the story for everyone, but I suppose I'm the only one who bothered to read. You would rather be finishing your paper, but you felt obligated to come to this little get-together of friends. That's why you like thinking of your story every so often. Now, if that would be all, sit down.
That doesn't mean a damn thing. Whether it's true or not, you've gone mad. The police need to come here. Even you need to admit when you don't know something.
He has a point.
Agreed.
No. Scotland Yard will get in the way. Unless you want to end up like the man lying on your kitchen floor, you'll do well to calm yourselves at once. Can't you see how close I am? I just need to figure it out. You Warhammer Adventures are so easily shaken.
And how many more people are going to slip into comas and die because you didn't call the police?
Upstairs. Everyone upstairs, now! Not you. What is your part in this?
Sherlock, down to business already, no hug?
Don't play games with me.
Sherlock, you and I both know how much you love playing games. I can't just pop by a little party.
No, you can't. Why are you killing all these people?
I'm not killing anyone. I'm here to make sure my client doesn't get caught on his little killing spree. I'm just his safety net. But I have to say, I'm getting a little jealous. All this fun, I'm not the one doing it. Boring.
Why are you really here?
That is why. Just because lying to you is fun doesn't mean I do it all the time. I am here because my client requires protection from the law. That's what consulting criminals do. And besides, when I heard that the legendary John Watson was going to be in attendance, I had to say my goodbyes. And of course, where John Watson goes, Sherlock always follows. Join the rest of the party, Sherlock. Being such a rude guest. Don't you be invited again anytime soon.
I don't like him.
He's here to help.
I just don't know anymore.
This whole mess started right after this Sherlock shows up. The damn detective is the most bloody suspicious of us all.
He won't let us call the police. I'll say that's something.
Why don't we just do it now?
Johnny still trusts him and he'll stop us if we try to do anything.
I don't care. I can't take it any longer.
Rick!
I can't, Johnny. He's insane.
Hello, what was your emergency?
Thank goodness. We need help now.
There's a killer in the house and 2 people have been hurt.
Please stay calm,
So, what is your address?
347 Wickham Way.
Right outside Eastbourne, East Sussex.
All right, sir.
Please stay calm. We'll be with you as soon as we possibly can.
Okay, yes. What was that?
All right. I can't hear you.
Hello?
Too easy.
Hello? Hello? Lost him. Well, the police are on their way.
That's good.
What about this Sherlock? Can we at least agree that he's still the killer?
Well, it does seem like he would be the most likely suspect.
We all know each other. He's the new face prancing around here like he owns the place.
There is that Moriarty fellow.
Unless he can poison drinks from inside a cab, he's as guilty as the 3 of us. So, what do we do?
We won on 3 tours in Afghanistan combined. We just need to stay on guard.
Like Bishop was? They'll probably get another one of us by the time the cops get here, and he keeps saying everyone's in comas. He's lying. They're dead. Dead.
You know, Mike is right. Even if the police are coming, we can't take that chance.
So, now what are you saying?
We need to...
I say we stop this Sherlock before he stops us.
Here we go. Oh. Well, this looks like a good one.
Are you talking to David?
I'm really upset about David.
Oopsies.
Sorry about that. What happened? Rick? Greenfield! Just John! Oh! What was that? Someone's down! Help!
Another? The lights went out. We couldn't see who was active.
He could have easily stepped in the confusion, shot the gun, and then threw it on the floor and left.
I don't like this guy anymore.
Powder shot to the face. The killer made the shot despite the darkness. Tritium sight makes shooting in the dark easier. All together now, Smith is not dead.
What?
Really think the killer would break his powder now? It was an FN-303P, non-lethal powder projectiles. Benzodiazepines were used again, much like a tranquilizer shot.
We're leaving.
We're not going with you.
Fine, say if you wish.
Sherlock!
You did the lights then.
Sherlock. Can't have a good mystery without some secrets, now can we? Amateur.
Smith wasn't your friend. You came out of the cab saying he was, but he wasn't.
Ah, good, very good. Told him I was a private inspector, actually. Consulting detective, like you. I told him that I needed to go undercover as his friend, do some investigating at the party. There was a murderer in attendance. I had to catch him.
But you're only here to help your client.
Well, if you know all that, why don't you stop him? Oh. Does the great Sherlock Holmes not know who the killer is? Is he working too fast for you?
Sherlock! Sherlock!
Okay, here's the plan. We'll shoot the gun off, and I'll lie on the ground like I've been shot.
Greenfield and I will be holding off in the other room, and then when they come upstairs to investigate, they'll come to you, Rick, and then you will jump out and grab them.
Johnny too?
Honestly, I don't know what God's name is going on. I mean, Johnny, Sherlock, we need answers. There's something going on that we don't know, and I want to find out what it is.
We'll only get the chance when we get the upper hand. Are we ready?
Sherlock!
I can't do it, John. It's messing with my mind.
Who, Moriarty? No one messes with your mind. You're Sherlock Holmes, the world's greatest consulting detective.
The pieces are all there. They just don't fit together. It doesn't make any sense.
The game is on. Just think.
So he's not dead?
No, as I just said, not enough formaldehyde. However, the benzodiazepines and opioids were enough to knock him out quickly. It's a drug-induced coma.
What are you all looking at? Are you all daft? How the hell could it have been me?
You were the only one here with him. Did you see anything?
It was not 2.5 years. It was more like 2 years and 1 month.
How many times have I had to tell you, Rick? Intensive special service training. You were just a soldier.
There's been an injection in his neck. A murder. No. Drug-induced coma. Again. It was done in the confusion of Smith arriving.
I'm not killing anyone. I'm here to make sure my client doesn't get caught on his little killing spree. I'm just his safety net. Join the rest of the party, Sherlock.
You were up very late last night. Probably not asleep at all. You're tired. You're working very late last night on a paper, a report of some sort. Your hands are cramping from excessive typing on the keyboard. You don't pry for information from people, so you're not intrusive. So you're not a reporter. You're an author, a writer.
Still seeing Gracie?
Oh, the nurse. She's a sweetheart. Couldn't make it today?
No, she couldn't. She's not feeling too well. We had fish last night. I feel fine, but you know, she's not. It's funny though. You know, she's a nurse and she ends up getting sick from fish.
Only lies have detail.
His younger brother, Mike Reynolds, wasn't over fighting as long as Rick. Mike was in textiles before the war. Then he was a writer after. His first book was great, I read it. Unfortunately, he could never write anything that good afterwards.
You would rather be finishing your paper, but you felt obligated to come to this little get-together of friends. That's why you like thinking of your story every so often. Oh, isn't it obvious?
Sherlock.
John, quickly, with me!
Rick!
He's not shot.
What do you mean?
Mike Greenfield, now! Mike!
Rick, what on earth are you doing?
Johnny, Sherlock's the killer. Trust me.
That'd be an interesting twist, wouldn't it?
Christ, Mike, where are you?
Rick, the killer isn't Sherlock. It's
Your brother, Mike Reynolds. Where is he?
No.
Where is he?
No!
This isn't what it looks like. Greenfield, he's the killer. I just took the syringe.
Don't believe it, Mr. Holmes.
What? Mike!
This wasn't me, it was Greenfield.
The game is over, Mike.
No. No, no, no! The game is not over until I say it's over. Not until everyone who reminds me of the war days is dead. Everyone!
He's lost it.
Mike, why?
Too painful. What?
To live with constant reminders of the war. Constant reminders of what you did. Who you killed.
I killed innocent civilians. Innocent? It was horrid. I was a different person back then.
You tried to forget. But your brother, Greenfield, Bishop, Davidson, Smith. It was too much, wasn't it?
But killing us, Mike. How different is this? Them, you, me. Killing is killing, I've come to realize. And it's not so hard once you get the stomach for it.
Trying out idea after idea for your novel.
Writer's block.
And the perfect idea for a story popped into your head. You began writing.
It was about a man who needed to forget about the war, about the things he's done.
The only way you could do it? Get rid of everyone who knew of his horrible little life. He had to cleanse himself of his past, and cleanse history of its evil. Everyone who knew what had happened had to die. Then it would all be over.
He could achieve peace. History would finally forgive him. No one would ever remember what he did. He drugged everyone and then killed them all. He finally felt at peace and then...
Wait!
Killed himself.
Mike! Mike! Johnny, can you save him?
Would we even want to?
Are you kidding? That's my brother!
I'm sorry, Rick. I'm so sorry.
Even if we wanted to, that was a cyanide capsule.
Mike.
How did you know it was Mike?
Easy, once you know where to look. John said Mike worked at a textile factory before the war. Textile mills often use formaldehyde for production and industry. His girlfriend, the sick nurse, she wasn't really sick. That part is a lie. She's fine, but Mike didn't want her here at a party where all of his friends would be killed, by him no less. She is a nurse, however, which is probably how Mike got his hands on the drugs. Mike was a failing writer who was stuck. Writer's block. But he had an ingenious idea for a novel last night, which he so happily shared with us. Lastly, Mike said he was training in the British Special Forces. Only way he could have made that perfect shot in the dark. A shot straight to the face.
Amazing.
Oh, that's Sherlock for you.
Why didn't he ever talk to me about this? Why were... Mike...
Well, Mr. Reynolds, it's been a wonderful party.
No, it hasn't. I'm sorry about him.
No, it's all right. Yeah, he saved us all.
Yes, all in a day's work.
So this is your job, yeah? Do we owe you something?
No.
It's fine, really.
The unconscious partygoers will wake up, but a medical team should be here to monitor their recovery. Scotland Yard will be here to clean up. I've told Lestrade everything.
And Moriarty?
I presume he's made his exit. Once the game was over, he was out. Simple as that.
Why did he leave?
It's nothing. I don't think we'll be seeing any more of him. I'm sorry about your brother, Rick.
Thanks, Johnny.
It's John. Forget it.
It was good seeing you again, Johnny.
Yeah, we should do this again sometime. I mean, the get-together, not the everything else.
Maybe. This certainly didn't go how I intended it.
Well, we're off. Sherlock Cap's here.
Good day, gentlemen.
Good day.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Well, that was fun.
Sherlock, 4 of my oldest friends almost died at a party. Please don't say it was fun.
Sorry. It was fun, though.
Well, maybe Reynolds will have another one sometime soon. A real one.
If he does, be sure to let me know. I might want to tag along. Greenfield.
Yeah?
Could I have a moment alone with my brother?
Of course.
Mike? Mike? Mike!
That didn't go the way I wanted it.
Oh well.
That Sherlock stopped me. You said you would ensure no one stopped me.
I said the police wouldn't stop you.
How did that trick work with my fake death?
Sherlock likes clever little endings to stories. When he saw that the pill you had looked like cyanide, and you told him that your character in your book had killed himself, he cleverly arrived at the conclusion that you would do it yourself. Doofus. Too clever for his own good.
So, now what?
Oh, nothing. Everything went well. Perfectly even.
What? But I didn't kill them all.
Oh no, not you, Mike.
Then what?
I don't usually get a chance to examine Sherlock so close up.
What the hell are you talking about?
I know how he thinks now. I mean, I really know how he thinks. You were brilliant.
You mean you don't care that you failed me? I'm your client. You're supposed to help me.
No, I helped you all I could. Alright, I'm just kidding. I could have helped you loads more.
What? Listen, you. This was my...
This was all according to your plan. They're down to the last detail. You're the one who wanted to drug everyone first. This was your special day.
Listen, you're going to make this right. They all think I'm dead. Even you.
Well, we wouldn't want to go disappointing them now, would we?
What?
You are dead. At least you should be.
What? What?
Oh well. What you had wasn't cyanide, but it will kill you. Apparently in a lot more than 5 minutes.
Why?
Oh well, I'm done with you. You're boring. Not done with Sherlock though. He's not boring.